is starting now. Still, let's give it like 2-3 minutes to see if anybody else wants to join. A few latecomers. Let's see, got about 8 people now. So yeah, man, this week is gonna be interesting. I definitely want to get into trades. I want to pause on everything else I'm doing with the server, which I've been super busy with, as you guys can see. It's trying to get us, discounts left and right. Again, I think any way we can save you guys money is be the best. So, we're gonna try to get you guys everything that you pretty much use. Again, everybody's different, right? Everybody trades different, which means that everybody's going to use different algos. We've been approached by like about 5-6 members that like what we're doing as far as getting the discounts. So they're giving us a few more algos to try. Me and I'm gonna have the shirts out for you guys soon, man. That's coming soon. I want to say maybe give me like a month, and I'll have a whole clothing line, shirts, from shirts to socks to baby clothes. Nice gear there for you guys, man. But so yeah, there's a lot of things coming, Ivan, man. A lot of things coming. Pretty much a lot of good news this week too. Twisted Churro just got you guys another algo that has, I want to say, like 20 indicators, man. And he says that the 20 are good because we almost had you guys another one that gave us like 50 indicators, but they were all pretty trash. So we didn't sign on with them. We have another one that we are gonna sign on with that you guys will probably like too. It's pretty cheap too. It's like $40 I think a month or something like that. And then again, you guys get a discount with that. But they have a lot of algos and different, just like a whole set, man, of like 20 different indicators, which I think will be interesting for us to try. Um, we're working on our own one, man. We're working on our own algo eventually, right? Like this is why I'm getting you guys all these different ones, so that way it'll buy us time to, put together our algo. And again, it's gonna be all of us together in here, the brightest minds, trying to figure out some good algos that you guys will like, that'll get you guys some good, some good signals for shorts, longs, everything, man. And of course for everything, like from forex to options to stocks. But we're gonna start working on that very, very soon. What else? Got a few things, man. We got a few things. I actually have a partnership too that I'm kind of working on. That's gonna free up my time because again, a lot of my time has been going to the back end of Good Vibes, right? Trying to make sure that it's running like a legit business. Um, I'm partnering with somebody that's gonna help me cover the back end, so that'll let me get back to trading, man. Cause shit, I miss trading. I haven't been trading as much because I've been so busy with everything else. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. That'll free up my time. That way I can kick ass with you guys again. Continue our daily lives. Jumping into charts, looking at different coins and things like that, which I'm looking forward to, man. I miss it. I miss it. So let's give it 2 more minutes and then we can start. If you guys have any questions or anything you guys want me to go over, let me know. Don't forget tomorrow is Members Monday. We just started it thanks to Theo. I think it's great. It's a great idea. It's pretty much you guys, it's your class. Whereas, if you guys have any trades that you guys ever did by yourself this week, write it down, write down your entry, any information you have on it, and we'll go over it, right? If it was a failed trade, we'll show you probably where it kind of failed. If it was a successful trade, we'll go over it together. That way other people can see that, what works, right? Like, that way we can dissect each and every one of you guys that are trying to learn how to trade, man. I think it's a fantastic idea. So thanks to Theo for that, putting that together. Me and I think Brian is gonna work it with me if I'm not mistaken. Brian has been doing amazing too. He's been doing lives for you guys, every other kind of day kind of thing. I want to see if I can get him more on the team and to actually do that every week consistently. Which it'll be great because again, guys, honestly, you can learn watching videos, you can learn in these chats a lot, but you will get trading more and faster. Like you'll understand it faster and better when you work lives like this, when you're following somebody else's directions and seeing what they do and what they don't do, and actually looking at it hands on. So this is why I'm always really big, you know, on us doing lives, man. Like it's way easier for all of us to kind of grasp things. So definitely looking forward to that, man. We have a few classes coming up, and then again, it's the one on Thursday. I'm just gonna go over the same thing I went over the last class for the Viper algo. How it works. It's a pretty dope algo, man. Honestly, it's pretty dope. It has a lot of useful tools. that help you just see the charts better all in one. You know, it eliminates having 5, 6, 7 different indicators. And again, some people can't do that, right? Because if you have TradingView, if you have the free version, you're allowed up to 3 indicators at a time. If you have the paying one, it's 5. Then the one I have, the pro version, is about to 8. So if you can eliminate having to select so many or having so many indicators on your screen by having one, that's a big push, because that means you don't have to get the most expensive package on TradingView. So that's something I'm also leaning towards to doing for us, right? When we start our making our algo, I want to do kind of a package deal where it's gonna be just good vibes algo, but it's gonna have a shitload of cool, really cool indicators from super trends to Bollinger Bands, all in it, man. But again, that's something in the works, of course, down the line. For now, enjoy these discounts, man. Enjoy these other algos. Practice with them. You don't have to commit to them and buy the lifetime. You can try each one of them out for a month. If you don't like it, cancel it. Right? Doesn't hurt to try it. But eventually, until you find the one you like that gives you those good signals. And again, I'm not talking about the buy and sell signals, because I don't like them, right? But at least gives you a better notion on how to read these charts. Some of them will show you trend. When they break trend, just like the Viper one, it actually draws a trend line for you. And you guys know I'm huge on trend line breaks, and it draws pretty good trend lines. So we'll go over that in one more minute, I guess, and then we could start. So yeah. All right. Let's go. All right, fuck it. Let's do it. All right, guys. So here we go. Let's look at Bitcoin right off the back, man, because again, I took a nice break. When I take a break, guys, I try not to look at any charts. I'll dabble every now and then on my phone to see where they're at, but I have not looked at Bitcoin in, I want to say, almost 2 days. All right, so let me first start off the back by erasing all these lines. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use another chart. That way I don't mess this one up, because I kind of has a few things drawn out on this. Damn, this would have been a nice... Oh, that was it still. See, that was that short entry we had, I think, was it last week? Last Sunday? Monday, I think it went off. Damn, and I could have
Hey, Kenny, it's just your face we see.
Oh. Thank you. See?
It's beautiful, by the way, but...
Yeah, what would I do without you guys? I swear to God, I'll be teaching a whole class by myself with this if it wasn't for you guys. Yo, thank you.
Those teeth so white, bro.
Huh? Oh, my teeth. Like, gotta take care of yourself, baby. Gotta take care of yourself, man. Always. All right, all right. Now let me know if you guys see my screen. Yeah, you guys see it?
No.
No, for real? Stop playing. Hold on.
No, we can't. For
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hold on. Turn on.
You had it up and show. You had to click on watch.
Go live. Right there, you guys should be able to see everything, yeah?
See
We saw it. We saw it the last time too.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right. And now you see TradingView, Bitcoin.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, my man. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, gentlemen. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, because we do have ladies in here as well. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use another chart. That way I don't mess up that one. Look, this is that other exchange that approached me, guys. Again, I had 2 or 3 people already write me that they were pretty okay. So they're another one, just like Big Cat, that approached us, that wants us to do a deal. I think I can get you guys even high. I was trying to get you guys even higher discounts, 40%, man. I haven't seen anybody have or give out an exchange that gives out 40% on your trading fees. The highest we have is BitGet, which is why I love using BitGet, because we get 33% off. So if these guys give it to us, man, I think I might start playing with their exchange. It looks they all look the same, man. It looks exactly like Binance. It looks exactly like BitGet. So, I think I played with it for like half an hour the other day. It's pretty cool. They're building their library just as big as BitGet, but again, BitGet is doing great right now. This is why I really do like BitGet. They're they're adding coins pretty much every week, man. I get a notification that they just added a new coin, but this is one that we might be looking into again, the MX. All right, so right off the bat, guys, let's look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, as we all know, is the big daddy, the one that runs the market pretty much, right? For those that are familiar with stocks and options, you know, this is your SPY pretty much. You know, your index, your Dow Jones all in one, and it runs everything. And again, still yet again, we're on a bigger time frame, the 4 hour. We're still following an overall downtrend, man. Shit. I feel like this downtrend never ends. This is why we still get those nasty drops, right? We'll still get the little push-ups, you know, little spikes up every now and then. Even, you know, this weekend made everybody, I guess, think that we were really gonna start doing something, and then, you know, look, it actually rejects exactly on that line, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy because if we would have had this drawn out already, we could have probably caught something like that today. But look, it rejected almost exactly on it, which just shows that the overall still downtrend. I mean, the overall trend for our Bitcoin is still down, right? So that means that we might want to kind of lean towards these shorts. However, right, this is what we have right now going on for us. Not only are we still in an overall downtrend, but we still super close to this demand zone slash support right here, which means, and again, look where we're at right now, right? Like we're almost at these levels. Historically, we've seen that once, two, three, 4 times this came down here and, you know, gave us a nice little run, few thousand, right? 2,000. This time we went all the way up to 25. So that could be the play, right? That could be the play coming into this week because we're also wedging too. You know, we're also wedging to the point where if it keeps squeezing, we're either going to get a nasty drop where it's going to break this demand zone. And, you know, that's the whole, right? 16, 13, all these low numbers that everyone keeps speaking about, you know, that rings a bell, which is, of course, the 12 level. 12.5 is one. I think I've seen something on around 14 and 16 before, or 15.45. So, you know, we still have levels here. Obviously, this is the strongest one right now. You know, that 19, it's been holding. It's been holding since we came down all the way to 17 or almost damn near 16. You know, that one drop, right? That one time that we actually came, we were in a bullish channel and it broke, what was it, last week? So we kind of saw that as well. It's been a freaking it's been like a roller coaster with Bitcoin. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a roller coaster all week. I mean, no, this was what we were in. This was good, right? Like we were all looking really positively towards Bitcoin and the market when this was happening. But again, you know, that this was, I believe, when Russia had some bad news about inflation or with money as well, dropped us down all the way to here, and then, you know, been coming down ever since. Now again, we had a nice bounce off of this, which made me think like, all right, shit, man, we have a good indication that we're coming back. And again, you saw a lot of analysts like E-Man and everyone, Jack, playing the long. They played it around these levels beautifully, right? Because look, it gave you a nice run from all the way to what, 18.9 to all the way up to about 22.6. That's fucking good gains, man. Like that's really, really good run. But again, right, this is why I tell you guys to draw these things out, man. Even if you had this little draw out right here, lower highs, broke, short, right? You're profitable right now. No, as soon as we break these trends, man, for some reason they really just they drop. You know, this is why I always want to identify these things. If we caught it a little bit higher like that, could have even caught the tops of that, but it's there. It's there. You know, as soon as we see that we kind of struggle, right? Whenever you see a nice run up like this, and the candles are not just continuing, you know, they're not giving you good lower highs enough to to like really give you an uptrend where it's running up, comes down a bit, but still gives you higher highs, then higher lows, higher highs, then higher lows and higher highs, right? When it struggles like this is what usually happens, right? You usually get a nasty dump because it's just the bulls trying to push past these levels so hard that you can see it in the candles, right? Like you can see the fight in the candles. You'll see it in the wick. The more wick, I always tell you guys, the more indecisiveness, right? In a battle. This is, I think, I'm not mistaken, it looks like an inverted hammer, which is bearish, but it came out afterwards, you know. But it still performed, I guess, if you want to say, right? You know, so whenever you see that, right, this is why it's good to study your candles, you know, study your candle movements, the psychology behind it, because it kind of explains things like this, where it's like, all right, you know, you look at the difference between strong body candles, you'll see a movement, right? When you have indecisiveness and, you know, this constant battle between bulls and bears, I want to say, shit, man, like 8 out of 10 times the Bears win, and they always come down nasty and hard with big sell, you know. So try to keep aware of that. I want to see even with the stochastic. Damn, see. So here we don't even have the stochastic what's it called? Oh, kind of. It was up here. No. Now, usually even when this is happening, you'll see kind of almost like this, where it's just, staying above because it's just overbought, overbought, overbought. And when that hammer comes down like that, you'll see the nasty drop, kind of something like this. Maybe on a different time frame it shows it. Right now on the 4, it's still showing it was down here. But that's something I look for, when I look for shorts, when I see that struggle, when I see that it's just really, really struggling to kind of keep going up and it's not dipping enough to like really continue continuation going up, that's something I look for in a like kind of like a bearish diversion kind of thing. But we're we're not bad. I want to say, 19 has been that number, right? We've been sticking to 19 pretty much a lot lately. Been down here a few times, 19.5, 19.3, 19, what is it? Almost 18.9. 19, like it's they have some little strong support right here, which I kind of think it broke today, right? If you can see this right here ish. Okay, so yeah, that was a little minor support that it had that it was, working with. But again, even on this wick, it came down, but the body closed above, and that shows you that it's a strong support, right? Because if the body would have closed down, most likely it would have kept going down. However, the body hung on exactly to that support, and then it gave you a nice little rise with it. Right now it's not doing that, right? Right now we had the candle break under, you know. But again, look, we also had all of these that kind of came down and went right back. So it's in the middle right now. It's not really a safe place you want to trade Bitcoin because it's almost in the middle of no man's land, right? Like we're near this little minor support, yeah, but we're actually under it, right? So the next support, we're looking at is almost in this zone, right? And again, this zone is spread, right? You have your lowest point at your 17.4, and then in this zone the highest point is 18.9. So it's a pretty big spread, right? It can go anywhere in here, obviously. And then this is it to me, where it's like every time I see these breaks past these nice strong demand zones, I see it just a nasty sell-off. So that's something we really don't want to see Bitcoin do right now, right? Because then again, that'll lead to our just terrible market, all coins going to shit. You'll probably see a few more Lunas. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these popular coins that start selling off the way Luna did. It's anything is possible. Those are always possibilities when you have a market crashing down. Because again, even when Luna did it, yeah, it had bad news, I think, with the CEO. However, it was also at a point where Bitcoin was coming down almost at its worst, right? This has been the biggest drop we've had in quite some time, in a few months. And I think that was around the time where Luna kind of went to shit too. So, these drops won't help. They won't help these altcoins, but I'm hoping and praying, that we kind of hold these levels. If we do, then, we have some nice long opportunities this week, right? You can always play the long. Let me see how the daily's looking. See, this is why I like going a little back further in the time frames, because you see it, the candles look a lot more cleaner, able to tell better, points where they hit, kind of, right? But right now look, see, that's like almost a perfect support that it was playing. I think, what was it, not too long ago? A few days of just boxing in right here. Consolidation until it finally broke. And that was the break from the bottom. But however, we had a nice recovery, right? We had a really nice recovery after that, came up. Now we're just fucking hanging on, man. Hanging on by by a limb. But even though, look, even on the daily time frame, right? If we scale it back to the daily, if this candle closes the next 14 hours, which again, anything can happen in 14 hours, right? This one showed you that it went all the way up here. This day, it went all the way as high as up here, 22.8, and still ended up closing at 27.97. So, it's crypto, guys. Anything is possible. In the next 14 hours, it's very possible that we hold up this level and stay on this support, right? And that's good. It doesn't mean that we're going to start flying up from here. However, it does mean that we do have a strong support here that, they're really just, it's holding, right? Because even after it broke that support, it came back right away. It was a super fast rebound on it, which is great. As long as it doesn't keep coming down, that's when you kind of panic and get scared. And if not, we play the shorts. I mean, this is the beauty of what we do, guys. We can play this going up, going down, make money both ways, right? So this is why it's really good to study these levels, because once they break these levels, either going up or down, you can play these things for good profits, man. And this is why I'm really big on the whole breakout trades. But we're holding. So I don't know, the next few days, let me see, maybe we could put up some levels that are a possibility, which I want to say this one about right here, this one, right? You can probably see something like that where we kind of see 19.2. I do love this part right here, this support as it is itself right here, but we don't have the number, so we'll add this one right here, 18,888. Looks like a good number, and we'll pay attention to these levels, right? Because right now, obviously, it looks like it's dropping. We're gonna check SPY now, and like I said, SPY just showed me something that I want to show you guys that really had me, on my toes last Friday, trying to debate if we're gonna really push up. And again, even though we had a nice run, I think Saturday it was, right, or Friday, we still, rejected and came right back down. I want to see if it does fill that gap, if this will hold and continue going up. And that's kind of a theory thing that I'm, testing out for this week. But I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Let me look at SPY. And it wasn't on the daily. Well, let's look at that on the daily, right? So this is the difference between your crypto and your options or stocks, right? You see the gaps, they're less volatile. You don't see as much wick as you do in crypto, but all in all, guys, it's the same shit, because if I still zoom out, right, I can still see trend breaks, and I'll show you guys right now. Let me see. This is why I tell you guys, when you guys learn how to read charts, you'll be able to do anything, because, Forex is still in here. We still have, our crypto, we have options, we have stocks, and again, there's just, even when you dive into stocks and options, there's just so many different ways of attacking this. It's not just, options and buying a stock. There's butterflies, there's condor, there's so many different styles to trade options and stock, which is why I've always been intrigued by it. But crypto is, it's pretty much simple as it could be as simple as that, right? Trend breaks, right? We played the short on SPY, we would have performed. You still have trend breaks right here. You have nice little higher highs, lower high, breaks, boom, beautiful short. So it's pretty much the same, guys. It's not much difference. This is why I like to show you guys all of this. And again, I just haven't had the time lately. I've been super busy with the business and family, but I still plan on continuing to do what I started, right? When I first opened up Good Vibes, I was still doing a lot of options and stocks, and I still plan on doing that. I still plan on getting back into it. I just need a little more time to get things a little more secure with Good Vibes, to the point where I don't have to, just be so stuck to the computer on it. I can automate these things and give me, break up more time for me to be able to dive into both markets. Because again, another goal for me next year is for us to try Forex, man. I'm excited. I know a lot of people have messaged me that they like Forex, so I'm actually talking to a few guys as we speak. We'll probably start seeing some Forex analysts in here. I want to say no later than this week, end of this week, maybe mid this week. I'm gonna add like 2 or 3 more Forex analysts for you guys that do like Forex. Um, yeah, so that's in the works, man. But again, just learning how to read charts, we'll be able to do it in anything that we're in, right? So right now, SPY is doing exactly almost not what Bitcoin is doing, but it's in a it's in a bearish sentiment, man. Had a big old nasty 4-hour trend line giving us lower highs on Bitcoin, right? Right now we have SPY in a bearish channel, right? So again, the market is bearish. Doesn't matter if we get these run-ups or not, it doesn't mean that we're in bullish territory. It's just part of the game, right? Like if you're in a bullish channel, you're gonna have your nasty drops and you're gonna have people buying in. But it's eventually still giving you lower highs. And whenever you're in a situation where you're identifying lower highs, you're in a bearish channel, right? Like you're bearish. It's it is what it is, but we still play this, right? We can still kind of find the tops of these things, and again, play even the bottoms, right? Right now, our support on SPY would be about something like this. Oh, hold on, let me do the zone. Bam. Right, we still got some support right there where we can look forward to in case it does drop. and it has space, right? It's almost in the middle right now, right? Almost like Bitcoin. This is why I say like they're both in the middle of no man's land. When I say that, it means that we really, really don't have clear direction. You know, we really don't have clear direction, which means that it can go either way. You know, if we were closer to here, then we could take chances on, you know, a few longs where we can just, you know, put our stop loss right here under and grab something that can potentially, you know, give you a lot more R&R, right? We're here. We're in the middle, right? So even if we play along from here, or you know, a call, right? What's it called in options? Your stop loss is pretty deep, man. Your stop loss is almost all the way down here, and vice versa. If you decided to short this, right, you can still kind of ride it from here to there, but then your stop loss would be up here. You know, this is why we draw these lines out and these patterns, because it gives us a better idea of where we should be trading, right? If we're following a bearish channel like this, where do we want to grab our shorts or our puts? We want to grab it as high as we can, right? And then again, if we're getting uh lower highs, then expect this one to be around here, right? But again, this is why I say expect it, because you know some people are like, hey, you know, October 30th we're gonna have it, we're gonna get in on this and for on, you know, at the price of 408. Nobody knows that, man. Anything can happen from here to here and break and do all that just off of good news, right? But this is why we speculate these things. This is why we draw them out, you know, check them from time to time. This is why we set ourselves up for success, right? What I mean by that is this. If I don't have the time to look at this, you know, for the next, because again, right, these are daily candles. It can go down, bounce, all of this, and then break, which that little move in itself could take almost a month, right? Boom, set yourself up for success, right? You draw your lines. You got your lines, you know, drawn out to the T, hitting your tops. You got your lows. You have at least 3 to 4 or 5 touches on this. Decent, good lines, right? Alert. Hey, when it crosses up, and the bars, right? Your candles are closing above it. I want it to notify me. That way I can come check it, because if I get a nice breakout from the top on something that is giving me lower highs like this, it's usually a breakout trade, right? I call Tesla like this. One of my first plays was just this, man. I identified lower highs on it. I put my line. I set my alert. I forgot all about it. I think a week later, it alerted me, hey, Kenny, Tesla just broke above. You know, right? So I played it, and again, 300% just off of a breakout that I haven't traded stocks and options in God knows how long, right? Like almost a year and a half, almost 2 years. So set yourself up for success, right? We don't have to stare at this every day. Some of us has jobs, some of us have kids, right? You know, it's a busy time, right? Nobody has, you know, time to stare at these things. When you set yourself up for success, your alerts, your demand zones, then you can play these things a lot easier and a lot better. All right, so yeah, right now we're doing that. We're in a bearish channel. We just looked at our Bitcoin. Our Bitcoin is just doing, you know, it's hanging, but unfortunately had a nasty little drop today that really didn't look too well. But it's still holding, and they're both almost just in almost a no man's land. Hold on, I want the other chart that we were in. BTC, TTP, this one right here. All right, so yeah, yeah, this week let's look, you know, from the looks of it, it's again, if this especially closes under and it doesn't hold above this line, I want to say in those next 14 hours, if it holds above, I'll be looking for longs this week, because that means that we are holding here and we might get a nice little run up, you know, from this support. So I'll look for longs if we're kind of holding above this line. However, it doesn't look like it, right? It looks like we're almost dropping under it. We're still under it as we speak, but we still have plenty of time. And this is why when you guys are charting, doesn't matter what time frame, 5, 10, 15 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, doesn't matter. Look at your time frame, right? If you see a candle is breaking support, right? But you're on a 5-minute candle, right? You're on a 5-minute chart. Even though it's breaking support, there's still time left. Let's say there's still 3 minutes left. Don't get on that trade, you know, until you really see that candle close under. Because I'm telling you guys from experience, I do that shit all the time. Like, it's one of those pet peeves of mine that just, you know, I got to work on, but it's from experience, right? It's from experience. It's been, you know, me thinking I'm going to get a breakout. I anticipate it. It starts to show it. I get on. However, I look at the time frame. I'm like, holy shit, 3 minutes left. I've seen a lot of things happen in 3 minutes, guys. I've seen a candle like this big in 1 minute go all the way here and still close red in 1 minute. I've seen that, you know. So anything is possible, man. Really, you know, be patient with these things and wait for that candle to finish to really confirm your theory, right? Like we're seeing that we have super strong support here. You know, it's held this whole time. It boxed in. Last time it broke that support and really closed, it went down hard, right? But again, the next day we had a rebound. So, you know, these things tend to repeat itself, right? History repeats itself. These charts are very, very repetitive, and they tend to do things like that, you know. Oh, look, and hold on. Jiva saying FOMO meeting soon. Yeah, that's another thing to look for, right? Those things are anchors, man. Every time I feel like we have a you know, FOMC meeting, something bad happens. You know, the numbers aren't right. Again, I'm not news driven, guys. I pay attention more to you guys when it comes to all that stuff. I try to read charts, and every time I'm reading my charts and I'm on a nice, you know, path and everything is looking good, FOMO, you know, happens, or that FOMC, however you want to call it, happens, and it derails my TA, which again just shows me that I really still need to pay attention to news because again, you know, I can have the best TA in the world, right? You know, have a beautiful wedge going on, full, you know, obviously not full port long, but you know, going long, really confident, maybe 5 to 10% of my port because I'm, you know, it just looks good, and it could be start performing, and then all of a sudden news can just knock it off its ass. You know, Bitcoin can knock it off its ass. So this is why you just always, no matter how good the trade looks, prepare yourself for the worst. You know, always try to have your plan B where, hey, dude, yeah, this looks good, and damn, it looks like it can keep dropping. I'm gonna short this, but you know what? I'm gonna have my stop loss right here just in case if it wants to reverse super hard because it happens, right? Like, look, even here, it came down hard, but the next day, you know, reverse. So these things, they change on you like you know, on a snap of a finger. So prepare yourself for these things. All right. Hold on, S&P had a bearish crossover in the 1 week chart also. All right, let's check it out. Let's go to the bearish week. Wait, week. There we go. A bearish crossover on the 1 week. What is a bearish crossover? Is that when the SMAs or the EMAs cross each other? Because I don't use it. I personally don't use that. But I mean, here, look, we got indicators here that still showing a little bit of bearish sentiment, right? We had our crossover right here on our stochastic this week, gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 weeks of coming down. 4, then 1 push up, and then, you know, a big sell off. You know, MACD is showing dying uptrend, right? So again, everything is kind of pointing down, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Weekly is pointing down. You know, all three are bearish. You know, all three are looking bearish right now, just on those 3 indicators alone. Let's look at our linear. Linear is good right now, but linear could also start pushing down too. You know, as soon as it starts crossing and break, especially if it breaks this. Let's see what the Viper algo is showing us right now. Yes, Golden Cross bearish, exactly. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, you see, I'm telling you, we have a damn. I don't like to say it, but we have a lot of just bearish, you know, sentiments, bearish indications, bearish theories floating all over the place. Now, mind you, right? Remember, this is what market makers do. They know how to spin the ball to make, you know, everything look like it's gonna drop, 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 and then all of a sudden it's a pop, 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 right? And that's where they get everybody's money. That's what the market makers do. You know, that's how they get their money back from the times they've lost, which is something to always just keep in mind, man, honestly, because it's, you know, I think we've all seen it, right? We've all seen it firsthand where everything looks like it's pointing down. We're getting bad news, right? That says, hey, the market's gonna go down, and all of a sudden it's a reversal, right? So this is why, shit, man, like I'm really, really on the anything is possible because it really is, man. Anything is possible when it comes to just trading, man. You never know, or whenever you think you know, that's, you know, that's when things kind of turn around. So just things to be careful with, guys, man. Really, you know, trade safe, this week it's gonna be a bumpy one. It's gonna be a bumpy one because again, we're still here. We still have this one, good support left. And again, I can look at SPY or Bitcoin because either one, if SPY shits the bed here, Bitcoin is gonna follow, right? And then if we go back to, let me do the double screen. There we go. I got SPY here. SPY USDT. Yeah. See, this is what I was looking at and what I was wanting to show you guys earlier. And I'll do that right now. Oh, they both erased. Motherfucker. Oh, our line's just erased. That's nice. Anyway, so this is one thing I was looking at last week. This was last Friday on SPY. This gap. These gaps happen. They usually fill, guys. Like a lot of the times, right? Right here, I had a gap up, right? Even here, but this one filled already when it came down. When it opened up, mind you, look, it closed here. This is why I don't like about stocks. Is these little unpredictable fucking drops, man. Like I really do not like stocks and options because of this. Because one day you can wake up and you're up here, and then the next day, something happens and you can't touch it until the market opens. But this is all pre-market. That happens and you can't do anything about it. Even if you're up, let's say 100%, and then you're down 50 here, it's this happens. You can't even close it on the way down. You can't close it by like 70 or 50% because it just opens up here and then you're screwed. One of the biggest things I can't stand about the stock market is that, or at least options. But I do know this, I do know that I've seen a lot of these gaps form, and again, a lot of the times, I want to say shit, 9 out of 10 times, they say it for a reason, right? If you read up on, gaps and things like that in the stock market, you'll see that these things do get filled. They get filled up, again, 90% of the times. So if we have a gap here, well, this one, bam, all right, we still have this one too to fill. We're at a support base right here, I believe. Yeah, around here-ish. Like it should hopefully, if everything is correct, should fill these gaps, and that'll be good, right? That's what kind of the market kind of needs right now to fill these gaps back up, because it's just we're in a shit place, man. Big even SPY was at above 400 for a while until we started coming down. And again, it's the whole market. It's not only, this is why I like to show both markets so people can see that it's not only crypto. It's not only crypto. Shitting the bed. Sometimes it's our stocks too. It's our good old stocks as well. Shitting the bed. And I'm pretty sure if I look at Forex, probably the same thing. You'll see a lot of downpour on it as well. It's what we're in, right? This is why we trade to trade, because again, some of these things can go down for days and days, and it doesn't mean that you're just going to stay out and never trade, right? And only play it coming back up. This is why we train both ways. You want to play the shorts on these. Hey, we had a trend break here. Boom, I want to play this coming down, and you could have banked beautifully on this. There's your trend break right there. Like, this is why, again, I need to get more into just finding the time to do more stocks and options, because again, the same plays that we can get on our Litecoin, ETC, Ape, and all these other dope coins that we're catching coming down. And I love to see that, right? I love to see you guys in these chats playing the short as well, because that shows that you're being versatile, that you're not just only playing it up, 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 that you're actually looking for the shorts as well. But, doing that, you can do that anywhere, right? We can do that on stocks and options. We can do that on Forex and, of course, our crypto. But, hoping, guys, I'm hoping we get a nice little fill. I'm hoping the market somehow or another, even though we've had a nasty bit of a drop, I'm hoping we still pick up today. I mean tomorrow, should I say? When the market's open, that should give us our Bitcoin a nice little push up as well, and hopefully we'll hold. Like we're still, even look right now, we're still showing nice little growth after that drop today, right? This is the hour. What is this? Hold on. Oh, this is a 1 minute. Never mind. That was the 1 minute. Alright. Well, yeah, we're still here. We're still holding these levels. Let's look at Ethereum. I want to see also then there, and then we could probably wrap this up. Unless you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know now. If not, we'll continue going into these charts. Jiva Golden Cross. I'll send a screenshot. Yeah, I see it. I see it, Jiva. I see it. Wait. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. Wait. Golden Cross. Or wait. Isn't the Golden Cross bullish? The Death Cross. That's the one I'm thinking of. The Death Cross is the bearish. The Golden Cross is bullish. So if we're having a Golden Cross on SPY, then that's a beauty. And that means exactly that. Maybe we will start seeing all of this push up, especially if it's in a strong time frame like the weekly. That means maybe this whole week, guys, we could probably see some nice upside, to be honest. But I still want to wait for market to switch. Right now, playing longs on anything, I mean, look, we're going against the trend. Everything is fucking red right now. Like, literally everything's red except for CHZ, which, look, bam. Nice little uptrend going on. Damn, let me see this. Hold on, I like this. Okay, there's your uptrend. Let me put this on a bigger screen. Oh, exit. See, guys, I'm getting better with the screens, too. I told you guys I was going to just give me some time with this desktop, and I'm going to learn this mother lover. Just need time. I just need time. Right there. Bam. All right, so there's our wedge going, right? Make sure this is touching. Bam. Put this a little thinner. All right, so there was a breakout right there on CHZ. Nice little uptrend. That could be a possible good long, too. Shit. Also have some resistance right here for it to break. Hold on. I like this. But that'll show you guys. You see, whenever the market is red like this, right? For those of you guys that aren't, for those of you guys that aren't comfortable playing shorts, this is your best way to find your longs. Look, it's the only green one, right? And it's the only one showing you an uptrend, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Like it's the only one showing you an uptrend. But when you change percentage like that, it'll give you your runners, right? It'll give you all. It'll give you your reds, right? And of course, like I said, look, 99% of this whole fucking chart, watch this is red. However, the one green is still giving you long opportunities. That's how crazy like this whole watch list is, man. Like I just do that just by changing your percentage, it'll give you your greens. And that's good if you're especially if you're not comfortable playing shorts. It'll always more or less, and again, not always, but it'll always more or less give you ones that are not running with the rest of the market. I think this is the first day I see CHZ pushing like this, which means that we might have a few days of this, because usually whenever I see one of these, especially on a day like today where the market is just down, and one coin right now is still pushing up, that means they have something, man. They have something. Now it's catching my attention, right? Let's look at this on the daily real fast. I'm going to erase all those lines that I already did. Now I want to see it on a bigger time frame and really see what we have going for us on CHZ, because if it continues pushing up, then we'll play this bad boy. And again, it'll be a risky one because look, we're at resistance exactly right now. Still have that supply zone. About right there. So shit. Damn. See, it's a risky long because we're already up here in demand zone. Supply zone. And I told myself, I think I had a few losses like that this week where I'm like, oh, well, I'm anticipating it because the market looks a little bullish. And I bought two of them like this in the zone, on the supply zone, and it came down. So I told myself this week I wasn't going to do that because it kind of pissed me off. They were, I was doing really good this week, and I think those two trades kind of pushed me back to like a 66% for the month. I'm not happy. I want to make sure that I finish this month out in my average 70 or up, 80, 85 preferably. So again, I'm going to be trading. At least I'm going to try to put as many trades out as I can these next 2 weeks. But I want to still do safe, right? I'm still not gonna try to rush it just to beat numbers. I can give two shits, man. If I have a 60% for the month, it is what it is, right? Nobody's perfect. Next month we'll crush it. I still want to put out safe plays. I don't want to just throw out trades, just throw it. This is why I haven't been rushing any trades. Again, my mind hasn't been in the right place. to be trading right now. But again, this is why I took my few days off to, enjoy time with the family, do the things I love, and get back to work. And that's it. And this week we're gonna get right back to work. We have our few classes. I'll be doing a few random, lives with you guys in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, just randomly like that. We won't announce it. And we'll do our thing, man. We're gonna do our thing this week. I'm liking this nice little uptrend we're in on this. I like CAZ. It's if we see market push up, this will blast through this fucking demand or supply zone. Like it honestly will. If we see the market and look, it's already like right now it's exactly at resistance, right? Exactly at resistance, which again is something we kind of want to watch because if we break these levels, then it's probably something we want to get on. Overall in your daily, it's showing uptrend, right? Something like this. That's your overall uptrend that it is showing on the daily. So that's good, right? That's really good. But again, it's that I want to break out of that habit of buying when things are going up. And again, they're great. They're great for breakout trades. Those are my specialties. However, I want to trade safer. I'm seeing a lot from my peers, right? From like guys like Astro and all these other guys that they're patient, man, that they're playing shorts on levels like this where they should. And if they take a loss, they take a loss, But for the majority of the trading that I've been seeing lately, it's been playing these zones and it's been longing at your support like you're supposed to, or longing at your demand, shorting at your resistance. I've been almost doing the opposite the last few trades where I'm anticipating breakouts, thinking that we're kind of like in a bullish market, but we just saw we're not, we're not. So even with this one, even though it's the only one pushing up, this is probably still a good short opportunity that if the market decides it doesn't want to push this week, then we'll probably continue doing this little ping pong inside these two zones, right? And if we're catching a short up here, this is exactly where you want to catch it, right? You want to catch it at the zone on the top. I don't want to, catch shorts down here where it potentially pushes up. So the scalper in me wants to. The older, mature trader in me is going to pause on this and see what it does. I'm going to actually set an alert on this too. I want to see what happens when it touches it, to see if we get a strong rejection or to see if we get a strong breakout. And that'll determine, if I see we get a rejection, it'll be the safe short trade because it's at a demand supply zone. I'll 20 exit safely, put a good, I want to say maybe 5-7%, because again, it's at a strong demand zone. And if our market helps us push it down, then we'll see good profits. If I see a breakout, then that's a risky trade. That's my 1%, portfolio, maybe 2 if that, depends on how risky it is. But me as a trader, I want to trade this no matter what, right? I want to trade it. If it breaks up, I'll do a risky 1-2%er. If it doesn't, if we get a rejection, it'll be a beauty, I think, really beauty short. And now it's something that I would put more confidence in, a little more margin, but also my super tight stop loss that, hey, if it doesn't perform and the market does push up, it's getting cut right here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not gonna hold it, and just pray to God that next week is gonna come down. No, it's it. That's it, right? So we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this week. I'm gonna write that one down that I definitely want to keep my eye on CHZ this week. And that's it, guys. Let me look at Ethereum. Let me finish this class up looking at Ethereum because of course we know Ethereum has been, it's been in the news, man. It's been it's been in the news for everything from the merger to just being fucking Twitter feed, everything. Like it was it. But that, same thing happened with that whole buy the hype, sell the news, right? Everybody's longing because they think that the merger is going to bring it back up to 3K, and they got the reverse. They got the dump. Now they're getting discount prices again. This was our last strong support when it was up here. We've been drawing this out for days now. Right? Had your uptrend, it broke, gave us lower highs, right? There's your downtrend, broke that. And mind you, like, look, every time it breaks, guys, oh shit, we broke here. And then the whole day, you can get in anywhere here. That should have been a short right there that performed. A long opportunity once we broke these lower highs. Long in here or any one of these days, performed, right? And then now we have another breakage because look, if I was to do this, there's our bam, bam. You know, there's your uptrend, broke, short, should have been there, performance, right? So this is how you can draw these things out, guys. Like literally, man, draw these things out on a day-to-day basis, hourlies, you know. There's a downtrend. So obviously right now we're in a downtrend with Ethereum. These levels, I wanted to go to these levels, believe it or not, because I want to buy Ethereum myself. I want that opportunity to get Ethereum at $1,000 again, to be honest. So I personally myself wanted to go down that level. I think obviously, look, we have great support. You know, nice buy institutional right here at 1,000 because all 3 times it came down here, it went right back up. So we have buyers here. I think if you know if I buy some myself around this level, I think you know hopefully there'll be a few more buyers that'll continue pushing it up. And again, it could always be a starter position, right? Where if it does hit these levels, you know, you add a few hundred, a few thousand, whatever, you know, you can afford to just have in there and start it off in these levels. And then, you know, if we do go down to these levels, you add, right? You add to these levels. If it doesn't, you know, and it breaks certain levels going back up, then you'll find your levels. Like right here would be a nice little level to add, you know, more money to it, and you do the same thing and just invest in this long term. But I need to start opening my spots and start adding to these. And when I do, I'll tell you guys each and every coin that I'm adding to, which ones I'm gonna start um building my port with. Because even to this day, guys, I don't have any long term. I've had a few doji and things like that. I've always sold. Um, I think I want to start, especially because we're so low and everything, and we're holding that. I kind of really want to start adding to these discounts, man. Like when I tell you guys discounts, everything is at discount. I've always wanted Matic. I've been trading Matic for how many years now? Almost 2, 3 years. Shit, hold on, Matic. USDTP. You know, Matic. Every time I looked at, I've traded Matic in these levels, and it was just again, it was just like scalping. Again, never took anything long term. Everybody that I do know that had bought it long term, they ate right, like they went all the way to $3. Been wanting to get back in, but once I saw this break, I was like, let me give it time. I think I bought some at like $1 and like 27 somewhere in one of these wallets. I gotta look. But I think I do have some, not a lot. It was just again a little small starter position. You know, now with these times would be good to add. You know, good to add. Also see where Bitcoin is at, and again, just hold this long term because again, what goes up must come down. Remember, guys, we've had these years of running up on all these coins, Bitcoin, everything. Right now, with everything, this shit market, shit news, it's just been terrible, right? So this is what happens when you have a bad market. However, to say that Bitcoin and crypto is gonna die, I think you gotta be pretty out your mind if you haven't realized that this is here to stay, that Bitcoin is here to stay. Can you have coins like what happened to Luna? Yeah, absolutely. You know, the owner messes up, you know, is involved in a stinks, anything happens, right? Like nobody's perfect. Somebody's gonna eventually air out their dirty laundry. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Bitcoin, nobody really knows who the owner is, so it's just one of those things that you know, even if he is doing some raunchy shit, we're never gonna know about it. So you're never gonna hear Bitcoin's owner, you know, it's dead in the street or whatever. Blah, it's gonna come down, right? There's so much money involved in Bitcoin. You have governments, you have institutions heavily invested in Bitcoin. You know, which is why I think it's always just gonna hold. Um, so why not? You know, again, we're at discount prices. I put those in my Instagram post all the time for you guys. Twitter, everything. Like we're at discount prices. You know, these are the times to add. But again, it's not times to full port, right? Because we're already past that low point where this came down to 0.32 cents. You know, it hasn't gone down ever since. That's a you know that's awesome for Matic. But look, we're also at that support. Damn, this could also be a good opportunity on the short. Hold on, let me show you guys. Damn, I just saw this on Matic. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So now we also have a really good short opportunity on Matic if it breaks this demand zone. And I don't even like this wick down here either because it's just way too long, but still, to play it safe, that's your lowest point, right? Support was about right here, and it's breaking as we speak. So Matic could be a really good short if it holds under. Or again, you see how well it's been holding at this level, right? It broke here, boom, gave you a big green candle. Rejected, whatever resistance, we'll look for it right now. But came back to this level, right? So we already had one breakout at this level, a bounce where look, the wick came down all the way to here, the body closed above it, ran up super strong for a few more days, right? Again, there's some kind of nasty little I want to say supply zone around here. And again, I'm going to try to draw it out in a second. But I want to see this demand zone. Boom, came down hard again. Went up, came down, went up, right? So we have buy zone here. We have a lot of buy orders here. Which again, that makes us want to really look at this where it's at right now because I see another day of green right here. I'm long in this. Because not only that, right? And we also kind of have this old downtrend where I think we can kind of fix and put like this. Let me see if I can get more touches. There we go. Something like this, right? So yeah, shit, man. Matic isn't damn. I'm gonna write both of these down. CHZ. Let me get my pen. I want to keep an eye on CHZ and Matic this week. CHZ. Damn, my son broke my pen, little fucker. CAZ and Matic. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on both of these to be honest. Shit, like either one again, this could be a really great long because we're at that strong, demand zone. It's on a daily. We're seeing growth every time we've kind of gotten to these levels, right? Growth, 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 buy. We're at it now. It's not like it broke under, right? It's right there, right? Yesterday it kind of closed exactly right where it needed to be, and then today we're seeing it pushing up just a little bit, but again, we still have 22 hours for this to close, so anything can happen in 22 hours, right? We can go straight through the demand, or like I said, we could start building up from here. So I kind of want to now put this on a smaller time frame and see what we see. Oh, guys, you guys have no idea how much I miss charting, man. Fuck. Oh, I miss charting, man. There we go. Right, so this is the hour. I want to find the support really well on this. So this is the support. That means our demand zone is right here, guys. And also, you have any questions while I'm drawing these things out? You look. I mean, look at me, man. I'm a fucking monster drawing this out too fast. If you want me to slow down or ask any questions of anything that I'm drawing, why I got it from point A to point B, please unmute yourselves and ask away. And I'll be more than happy to show you guys what I know. Yeah, I like this, man. I really, damn, I think I might just actually long. I'm gonna keep looking at this today, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna put a nice little alert on this. Wait, where's my alert? No, that's it. This is it. Alert on that, and I'm just gonna put one under it because I want to also look at it to see if it goes under. All right, yeah. Matic and CAZ, I think is it for me this week. I want to really focus on both of these to see if we can get a nice big move on either one. But I'm really liking these little long. I think it's just the market right now. It's just, it looks like shit. Let me see. Okay, BTC, USDT. And this is, yeah, it's just these drops that won't help right now until we don't start kind of showing that we're coming back. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's our Sunday prep. If you guys have any questions, like I said, or anything you want me to go over, please let me know. If not, thank you guys for coming out. Always, always a pleasure. And if if you guys think of anything, throw it in the chat. If not, DM me and we could figure these things out this week. But yeah, this week be cautious, guys, man. We're still, we've had nasty sell off for the past few days. Which could be cautious, right? It could be a few things that the market's just still not structured right now. It's still, people are still scared. So definitely watch it. I might just play this long on Matic, guys. I really do like Matic. I think I might just play this and maybe put a stop loss here. So I'll probably throw that out in a few minutes. Maybe something like a 20x or 15x, something safe, because we have our demand zone here, which is great. This is where we want our longs, but we can also come down to these points, you know. So we'll go in light enough to at least average down if we have to once, and keep our stop loss right under this. But yeah, this week again, I'm gonna be looking into trades. You know, every day we could trade, guys. Honestly, every day we could trade. So we'll figure, we'll try to figure this market out. Obviously, it's been a little tricky because I've been seeing a lot of analysts taking L's. You know, my last 2 trades last week were L's. You know, it's a tough market. You know, I've seen a lot of people also losing a lot of money in chats, which is why we tell you guys, you know, look at what we're doing, right? Like, ask questions. If you see people aren't throwing out trades, it's for a reason. You know, it's for a reason. You don't rush these things. Anytime you guys rush it, I mean, we all see the same results, right? We say every time you rush something, it just doesn't go that way. So, you know, don't rush these trades. Take times like this when the market is kind of shitty and giving, you know, tricky trades to back test, right? Look how quick, you know, I was able to draw a nice little falling wedge. You know, if I want to back test this and you know, long it, I'm a paper trade this, right? Because again, the market is pretty shaky right now. About paper trading, right? Don't be discouraged by that. I know a lot of people try to hate on paper trading and act like it's not something that works. It is. I still paper trade to this day. So, yeah, guys. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys again for coming out. Appreciate you guys always. If you have any questions, hit me up. Gracias por todo. And this week, tomorrow, like I said, we have I gotta just make sure I got Brian in my DMs right now as we speak. Just gotta make sure that time is good for him. I just threw out 12 o'clock because you guys all voted on it. For those of you that are in the Euro time and the GMT time zone, I wanna, you know, make it good for everybody where, you know, we'll have our classes mostly US times at around this time, right? 9 p.m. isn't too bad for East Coast. Right now it's 7 p.m. my time. But I still want to make sure that these guys get their classes as well because we have a lot of guys from all over, man. So I want to make sure that I accommodate everybody. So this week I'm going to focus on doing these classes earlier at 12 p.m. my time, Eastern. For you guys, that's 3 p.m. I know a lot of you guys will be in work or school or this and that, so won't be able to make it. Still going to record all the classes like I always do. Last class wasn't recorded because this darn recording system wasn't working, but I got it to work. And that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. Any questions? If not, peace. And I look forward to killing it this week, trading with you guys, making this money. All right.
All right, again, thanks, bro. See you tomorrow.
My man, siempre, always, man. Ya tú sabes. Gracias.
Ya tú sabes, dale, bro.
All right, brother, man. All right, guys. Take care, man. Enjoy you. I hope you guys had a great weekend. See you guys bright and early tomorrow.